today we are going to discuss the three-dimensional continuity equation in Cartesian coordinates from module 2. So here, which is a very important derivation, which we are going to discuss today. So as you see the figure, so here to obtain the continuity equation, so in a Cartesian coordinates, that too in 3 dimension. 3 dimension means all the 3 dimensions we are going to consider x, y and z. So what we are going to do to derive this continuity equation in a Cartesian coordinates, so in 3 dimension is, so we have considered a fluid element, so which has a length dx, dy and dz, so in x, y and z direction. So this is a fluid element what we have considered, so that is a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h. So this is a fluid element, so where the lengths of this fluid element are dx, dy, dz, so in x, y and z direction. So first is, so we have considered a fluid element of length dx, dy and dz in x, y and z direction. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H represents the fluid element which we have considered. So and dx, dy, dz represents the lengths of the fluid element in x, y and z direction. And here, so u, v, w. So u, v, w represents the velocity components. So velocity components in x, y and z direction. Okay, so after considering this fluid element which has a length dx, dy and dz, so now we'll consider the one phase of the element. So that we'll consider the phase ABCD. So we'll consider this particular phase, that is ABCD. So the phase ABCD is considered now. So here, so we are going to determine what is the fluid which is entering this phase ABCD and leaving the phase EFGH. First we'll calculate what is the mass of fluid, so which is entering the phase ABCD. So mass of fluid entering phase ABCD is equal to, so we know the mass is mass density into, so we know the general formula, mass density is rho is equal to mass by volume, so mass is equal to density into volume. And here what we are considering, it is the mass of fluid entering the phase ABCD per second we are considering, we are second, so mass per second, so it is mass per second means, so here you will get, so mass per second, so it is volume per second, so volume per second will be equal to what? It is, so volume per second will be equal to what? Rho into Q, okay, which is, so volume per second, which is a meter cube per second, can be represented as discharge. So discharge is what? Area into velocity. So here, so the mass of fluid entering the phase ABCD, entering this particular phase per second is equal to, so density into area into velocity. So density is rho, area is dy into dz and into velocity. So velocity, what we are considering, the first we are considering, it is the phase ABCD means it is in x direction. So it is the velocity component. The velocity component in x direction is u. So it will be rho u into dy into dz. So this is the mass of fluid entering the phase ABCD per second. The mass of fluid leaving the phase EFGH per second. See, once it enters, so it should leave from the fluid elements. So it will enter on a phase ABCD and it will leave on a phase EFGH. So the mass of fluid leaving the phase EFGH per second is equal to, so whatever the initial mass is there, so that is rho u into dy into dz plus the change in that mass, because so once it enters, so it has been traveled a distance dx, so before leaving. So due to that, what happens, there is a change in the inflow. So that change is dou by dou x of rho into u into dy into dz into dx. So now we'll calculate the net gain in mass in x direction. So the net gain in mass in x direction is equal to inflow minus outflow. Okay, so inflow is what? The mass entering the phase ABC D, and the outflow is the mass leaving the phase EFGH. So which is rho into u into dy dz plus dou by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx. So we'll substitute here. So the net gain in mass in x direction will be equal to inflow minus outflow. So which is equal to rho into u into dy into dz minus dou by dou x of, so because minus is going to multiply for both the terms, so minus dou by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx minus rho u dy dz. So here minus rho u dy dz and minus rho u dy dz will get cancelled. So you will remain with minus dou by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx. So this is the net gain in mass in x direction. So similarly, if we consider the net gain in mass in y direction, we will get minus dou by dou y. So we are considering here it is x because that is the net gain in mass in x direction. So net gain in mass in y direction, you will get minus dou by dou y of rho into, so the velocity component. See here u is the velocity component in x direction. So in y direction, so velocity component is v. So dy dz into dz. So dx dy dz. Okay. So similarly, net gain in mass in z direction, we will get minus dou by dou z. Rho into w is the velocity component in z direction. So rho into w into dx into dy into dz. So now, so we'll calculate the net gain in masses. So all we have the net gain in mass in x direction, y direction and z direction. So therefore net gain of masses is equal to, so the sum of all the masses, it will be minus dou by dou x of rho u dx dy dz minus dou by dou y of rho into v into dx dy dz minus dou by dou z of rho w dx dy dz. So which will be equal to, so minus you can take it outside. So and dx dy dz is common in all the terms. So dou by dou x of rho into u plus dou by dou y of rho into v plus dou by dou z of rho into w into dx, dy and dz. So into dx, dy, dz. So we'll name this as an equation number 1. So we'll name this as an equation number 1. So that is the net gain of masses. See here, so since the mass can neither be created nor be destroyed, the net gain of masses per time, is equal to rate of increase of masses. Since we know mass can be neither be created nor be destroyed, so the net gain in mass per time is equal to the rate of increase of masses. So we'll calculate what is that rate of increase of masses. So that mass of a fluid, we know the mass of a fluid is density into dx into dy into dz. So the rate of increase of masses of a fluid, mass of a fluid is rho into dx into dy into dz. So rate of increase of masses will be equal to dou rho divided by dou t into dx, dy, dz. Dx, dy, dz. So we'll name this as an equation number 1. So according to this, so we'll equate equation number 1 and equation number 2. So if you equate equation number 1 and equation number 2, so you will get, so the equation number 1 is minus dou by dou x of rho into u plus dou by dou y of rho into v plus dou by dou z of rho into w into dx, dy, dz is equal to dou rho by dou t into dx, dy, dz. So here both the terms, this dx, dy, dz will get cancelled. So and we'll send all this to the right hand side. So the equation you will get dou by dou x into rho u plus dou by dou y of rho into v plus dou by dou z of rho into w plus dou rho by dou t is equal to 0. So dou by dou x of rho into u plus dou by dou y of rho into v plus dou by dou z of rho into w plus dou rho by dou t is equal to 0. So this is the general continuity equation. This equation, whatever the equation we have obtained, so this equation is applicable only for, so it is applicable for steady, unsteady, compressible, incompressible, uniform and non-uniform flow. So the above general equation is applicable for steady, unsteady flow and compressible, incompressible, uniform and non-uniform flow. So if we consider the flow is to be steady, if the flow is steady, then dou rho by dou t will be equal to 0. So we'll apply this in this equation. So if you consider the flow to be steady, so you will get the equation dou by dou x of rho into u plus dou by dou y of rho into v plus dou by dou z of rho into w is equal to 0. And also if we consider the flow to be incompressible, if we consider the flow is incompressible, so if it is incompressible, then the density is constant. So if density is constant, then the equation will become dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y plus dou w by dou z is equal to 0. So this is the continuity equation in three-dimensional Cartesian coordinates. So that is dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y plus dou w by dou z is equal to 0 is the three-dimensional continuity equation in Cartesian coordinates. We'll stop it here and we'll just see the next topic in the next class. Thank you.